Hello everybody, it's your boy Proftrof, and we've been watching a lot of like heartwarming stuff on the channel and like cool stuff, you know, like kawaii shit. So I figured we'd take it down a little bit. So today we'll be checking out YouTube's darkest moments, channels. Stupid motherfucker, I'm sorry. So I just hope there ain't no jump scare shit. No, I'm scared of jump scares, okay? I'm not scared. Y'all know I'm the bravest person on this earth. Hercules heart. So just, you know, I'm thinking about your well-being, okay? No jump scares for you guys, okay? Let's see it.
Darkness can be found everywhere, and here on YouTube,
Edgy.
that is especially true.
Darkness.
In this new series, I'm going to be taking a look at some of the
Darkness can be found anywhere, but nowhere is dark is in my heart. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. Okay.
darkest channels on the site that I have yet to cover.
Women, yeah, they're
These are
pretty dark.
accounts surrounded by mystery, whose videos are disturbing, strange, and even heartbreaking.
Oh fuck.
Just disappeared.
Oh shit.
These are just a few of YouTube's darkest
Oh no,
channels.
this is gonna be serious actually. Okay, I might need to get my serious painties on.
A few months ago, I made a video entitled The YouTube Kidnapper.
Whoa.
In it, we discussed a channel that had been posting concerning videos that had very dark implications.
YouTube, how are you taking down my heartwarming videos and you leave this shit up? YouTube, explain. There's fucking women getting kidnapped over there. I saw that y'all have videos of people killing animals and shit on the site, and yet I get spanked a little bit if I put 3 seconds of an anime song in one of my videos, and I get a strike on my channel. What the hell, YouTube?
One of the most off-putting parts of the 00390 channel were the videos that showed the person behind the camera
Oh,
stalking a
bruh,
different
stop
woman.
being a weirdo.
I've had many people reach out to me and ask if there's been any updates around this channel, but unfortunately, there hasn't. However, I have become aware of another channel that shares many similarities,
It's gonna be a fucking weirdo.
specifically when it comes to filming and stalking women without their consent.
Wait, I have
The
a question
channel's-
for all my English peeps. Is it woman? It's women, right? Women is the multiple, right? Woman is one. Women is, you know, when I talk about like 2 plus.
Name is Dan Silly.
Why does
It's
he
run
have 1.14k subscribers? Why? Who are you? 1,000 people. Who you?
by a man of the same name, and the content within his channel is disturbing. His very first upload is a 3.5-hour video entitled I Will Grab Woman Soon. For the first portion of this video, Dan is filming himself walking the streets of LA,
I will grab
critiquing different women
soon.
on how attractive they are.
What is this? Is this like the caveman? What was it? Like doing pranks. What were those pranks? Trying to pick up girls, caveman edition.
There's a woman up here that's like 30 something, 32 or
Okay.
more. Or trying to speed up so I can get an image. Her hips were narrow, not
Okay,
wide.
it got
You know,
weird.
that's
It got
the
weird.
catch, right? She was just sitting by herself. I could have said, hey, she just looked Asian. And
Listen.
over chubby.
You can say, "Hey, how are you today?" Don't be, "Hey, woman, want me to back you up?" Don't do that. What did he say? An over chubby Asian.
Americanized. Over chubby. Not wise. You know, I mean, that's the catch,
What?
right? She was just sitting by herself. I could have said, hey, she just looked Asian. An over chubby Asian, you know, Americanized.
Now, though this isn't illegal by any means, it obviously comes across as a little creepy.
A
And
little?
throughout the video, it only gets creepier as Dan shares his belief that our society is made too safe for women.
But in this place, the place is too safe with police. In other countries, it's way less safe. In order to get a bodyguard man, you know, that will protect you, you need to be a good woman. You need to act well.
That's not how it
But
works.
here-
Listen.
here,
Usually, if you're in a country that has like 0 laws and like where it's not enforced, You don't need to be a good woman. You get fucked. Doesn't matter if you're good or bad. That's the whole thing. You know, and just it's suffering. The thing that I see this topic be brought up before, that like some places too safe. Listen, usually if there is a place with a lighter, you know, police assistance thing, you know, the police is not as into the whole thing as in America. There is usually the other thing, you know. If people realize the police cannot protect them, they start to protect themselves. Let's say you go do some foul shit to a woman in one of these countries. Yes, maybe the woman is not gonna do anything to you, but just like everyone else on this earth, she probably has a father. Maybe she has a brother. Maybe she has friends. And if the police are not gonna help her, then they're not gonna help you as well, buddy. And there are things that people can do to you that are not gonna be very well. Okay, that are not gonna be good. Someone needs to think about stuff like this.
That women don't need to act well, so therefore,
The fuck is this?
you know, they're not good women.
But the most disturbing part of this video comes within its description, where Dan writes a lengthy rant about how badly he wants a woman for himself, because I guess the 3.5-hour runtime it wasn't enough to squeeze it all in. The rant starts with Dan saying, "I'm going to grab women. Don't you want to grab them? Squeeze them? I am going to grab them, but only if they want me to. It will be annoying asking so many times, but they could get me arrested if they happen to not want me to grab them."
Yes, that's how
And
it
I do.
works.
Later on in the rant, he says that the woman he ends up with cannot drink caffeine, eat dairy, wheat, etc. She also
Bro,
should
who
not
the fuck are you to make requests like that? You hippie looking ass, dirty, disgusting motherfucking weirdo ass. Who are you to make requests of the woman? You'll be lucky if someone touches your weird ass. I mean, you know, without any force, cause
not be on social
Oof.
media and
I'll
desire
stop,
for you
you know.
to impregnate her.
what?
The rant and media, wheat, etc. She also should not be on social media and desire for you to impregnate her. The rant ends with a chilling line, "I will have live footage shortly of me causing women to feel very high amounts of pleasure. I will show you exactly
Oh,
what you
please
need
don't
to
tell
do
me
in order to achieve a
rapid.
similar result as mine."
What? He's
From the
gonna
first-
write a guide, brother. Your weird ass should not be writing anything. Please.
Video alone, it seems clear that Dan's view on women is concerning. I mean, the
Women.
video title is literally "I will grab women soon," and in it he's scouting women on the streets, judging them solely by their appearance. And in his own description, he admits that what he's planning on doing could get him arrested. The insinuation on what he's referring to is clearly there.
I'm looking around, I'm looking for what I want, I'm shopping for what I want. I'm shopping for food, I'm shopping for sex, okay? This is not bad. Why is this bad?
And the content
Oh,
only
yeah.
gets worse.
Shopping for sex is not bad when you're working with sex workers. I think it's legal in America, but there's still prostitutes, I assume. Just go do that shit. You know, it's in the name. Prostitute. Pay for sex. Stop annoying normal people and following them. Filming them. Weirdo.
From here.
Hi,
Oh,
why are you ignoring me? Why exactly are you being, like, tired of being sexualized? Like, isn't it good to, like, be
Ah.
valued for something?
oh, bro.
After the initial video, Dan switched his style to approaching random girls and filming them. It appears that he does this in an attempt to pick them up. Typically when approaching them, Dan says lines like, "Hi, I like you," or "I saw you over there and I want to kiss you." It's hard to watch as the people he's approaching want no part of it, but for the most part, it seems that Dan is unable to understand this, as he continues to follow many of the girls even after they tell them that they aren't interested.
They think I can't run or something? Hi, how's it going? How are you? Okay. Why not?
Because we don't give you consent.
You don't have to. I mean, I don't need consent. Right? That's a myth.
Buddy, I think we're approaching a line. I think the line's been crossed though.
There are also
but
multiple instances when Dan
nice
is filming
titties, girl.
where he clearly focuses on the private areas of these women.
Do not.
The more that Dan films these girls, the more you'll start to notice that some of them appear to be very young. In fact, some appear to be much younger than 18. Meanwhile, Dan is in his 30s. This is something that is pointed out in many of his comments, with one comment writing, "You should make sure that they're older than 18. A lot of the girls you've been approaching look like kids, dude."
Denisnik, is that the part that you found weird, that he's approaching underage women? Not everything else about the video, buddy? Buddy, did we see the same clips? That's the weird part.
Girls you've been approaching look like kids, dude.
Sometimes I
just from
wonder how
looking at-
people like this survive till their 30s and plus. I feel like okay, I probably shouldn't say what I feel like.
Some of the
I
reactions
probably shouldn't
of
say
the
anything
people
here.
that Dan are filming,
I'll be quiet for a
it
little bit,
seems genuine.
because I was.
But as it turns
YouTube's
out,
gonna spank me.
there's actual proof that all of this is real. And it's proof
Yeah,
that makes
you
this
can't
channel
fake that awkward shit.
and these interactions even darker.
I don't think he could be supervised 24 hours a day.
Daniel Patrick Silly is a high-risk sex offender who has moved to Rohnert Park.
Is it
As
what?
it turns out,
Patrick Silly.
I don't think he could be supervised 24 hours a day.
Daniel Patrick Silly is a high-risk sex offender who has moved to Rohnert Park.
Dan Silly is actually a registered sex offender.
Kill him.
As
I
he
mean,
was arrested back
in
in
game.
2017 for harassing a minor in a sexual manner. It's just another piece to an already dark puzzle. But the arrest did lead to some good.
I'm angry now. Okay, why did I do this video? When it said YouTube's darkest channels, I did not expect this exactly. I was. Okay, relax. It's just a video. It's just a video.
Was that once Dan was released, he stopped posting videos of him approaching and harassing random girls. And in fact, his
The stress of being addicted to what you don't want.
channel has seemingly
What are you, a
been
fucking animal? Control yourself, man. You have a brain. You're a human being. Control. Discipline.
dormant since then. But that isn't quite the end of Dan's story.
Oh,
As it turns out, since his arrest, he has been actively posting on 2 separate channels. There, he posts videos such as 15-year-old white girls served me food and all looked me in the eyes. Marriage material? I saw a 14-year-old who had a round. And how to marry a 14-year-old girl.
Okay, America. I know y'all like, being nice with your prisoners and stuff like that, and not having the death sentence and stuff, but maybe a little bit,
Girl. All of these videos are currently on
Every
YouTube.
man should illegally
All of these
marry a
videos are being
Do
posted.
you understand the sentence you just wrote? Illegally. You cannot say everyone should do something illegally.
By a sex offender. It's truly one of the darkest sides of YouTube that I've ever encountered, and it makes me wonder how much stuff like this is
and then
going
videos
on
like mine get
unnoticed.
YouTube.
Because I literally do feel like freaking like destroying these women when I accost them. My reptilian brain literally feels like attacking these women. Just strangling them and stuff, honestly. And making them submit to me. I feel like these women, seriously,
YouTube.
But before I conclude Dan's story, I want to add a disclaimer that it is very likely that he is suffering from some type of mental illness that doesn't make his actions right in any way, and it doesn't absolve him of everything he's doing. But I want to ask you to please not go to his channel.
I've heard that some brain damage can fix some of those things. Maybe we
elite
maybe we should
nasty
try out
comments,
those things.
because
You know,
feeding into someone's delusions like that
hello,
would
like a
only
steel
heighten his current
bat
mental
or something
state,
like that.
and that would honestly just make things worse for everyone. YouTube has its fair share of dark channels, but there are countless others that are more mysterious.
We're off to
than
a nice
Dan's.
start.
Channels whose entire purpose seems uncertain. Channels like David Sardison, a page likely run by a man of the same name.
8,000 videos, Jesus
Throughout David's
Christ.
2-year span on YouTube, he has posted 8,431 videos to his channel, which roughly evens out to be 11 videos a day. Posting that often alone seems like an impossible feat, especially for someone like me that likes to take their time. But it's what this channel is uploading that has spurred an internet mystery. The first video that David posted came back in January of 2018, and it simply showed a TV playing in a bare room.
Pleasure doing business, Steve. I'm Leanne Ford, and this is my brother Steve.
From the looks of the angle, it appears that Dan was recording this while laying down, likely on a bed. The title of the first video is Restored by the Fords, January 15-1, which is in reference to the television show that was playing on the TV. Every
weird.
single one of the 8,000 plus videos posted since then has followed the same exact premise. David is lying down on his bed, recording the TV in the same room. Now, the fact that David was posting so many of these videos throughout the entire day of every single day shows that David must have spent the majority of his time simply lying in bed watching TV. It's something that seems very mundane, but also slightly off-putting at the same time. Each video more similar than the last. Just the same thing, over and over again. Who is this content for? Why was David posting so many times throughout the day? And why was he always in that room? Well, for the first year of this channel's existence, these questions were left unanswered. Nothing changed. The same room, the same content, every single day. But roughly a year later, David's videos changed.
Months go by, and a year goes by.
And then what happened?
The content stayed
Bad
the same,
shoes.
but suddenly he was posting from a different room. There was no explanation given to the change in scenery. David was just now posting in a different location.
Same
There's
TV
something
though.
about this room, something that looks familiar, something unmistakable. That curtain next to the TV. A clear indication that David wasn't filming at a house anymore, and that he was likely filming from a hospital
Oh
room.
shit.
At this point, another switch in David's videos was starting to become apparent. It seemed that with every upload, David's camera work got shakier and shakier. Because of this, and everything else that we know, a theory can be put forth that explains what we might be seeing here. It seems like David may have been bedridden at home, and he used YouTube and watching TV as a means to pass the time. This would explain the upload schedule and why he had seemingly devoted his entire life to posting these videos. But maybe David's health got worse and worse, something that the shakiness of the camera could signify. Maybe this led him to be
Maybe he was suffering from what was that called where you forget what you were doing like pretty quickly, and he was using that as like a reminder of what he was doing. This could be a lot of things though.
transferred to the hospital, where he continued being bedridden and posting his videos to YouTube. It's an incredibly sad theory, but it wasn't confirmed or denied, and
Is
though
he
it
still
seems
posting?
likely, David's channel still remained a mystery. But a twist was coming, and it was one that put the entire situation to rest.
Okay.
6 months ago, David inexplicably stopped posting his videos. The channel that once put out nearly a dozen videos every single day was halted altogether. Some reached out to ask if David was okay,
My
while
name is
others
not here.
speculated that maybe he got better and that he was no longer stuck in bed. David's disappearance further deepened this mystery, as no one knows where he went and why he stopped posting. Once this happened, I immediately feared the worst, and for the sake of this video, I did some research. Sardison, David Glenn, 1966 to 2019. It is with heavy hearts that we announce the death of our beloved David. Our appreciation to the nurses on the second floor of St. Vincent's for their care of David. This obituary was posted online 23 days after David's final upload. The middle name is even consistent with a second channel that David ran, called David G. Sardison, and the mention of his time in St. Vincent's Hospital is consistent with him being switched over to a hospital bed. So it appears that our initial theory was correct, and unfortunately, David was unable to recover from his failing health. It's a tragic end to what was already a very sad mystery. And the saddest part is that this is far from the only case of a YouTuber inexplicably passing away. In the summer of 2013, Misha Ridge, also known as Misha Ridge, began her YouTube channel. The focus of it was on fashion, and many were captivated by her kind and cheerful personality. Watching her videos back, they are very reminiscent of old school YouTube, back before the fancy editing and the camera work. And truthfully, they're very refreshing to watch, especially at a time like this. Misha's talent and personality makes me truly believe that she would have found great success on the platform today. But unfortunately, she'd never get the chance. On August 6th of 2013, Misha posted a video called How to Make a Maxi Dress with Cutouts. She concluded the video by saying,
And I shall see you guys in a few days for another sewing tutorial. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye.
Seems like a
the
fun
next
person.
video would never come.
We start with some breaking news in Sacramento right now. Police
Oh,
are investigating a
come
deadly
on, man.
shooting.
In May of the following year, as Misha was sleeping in her Los Angeles home, her ex-boyfriend snuck into her room and shot her at point-blank range. Misha was pronounced dead at the scene. David and Misha's story are heartbreaking and terrifying to hear, as they reflect one of the darkest parts of YouTube, that out of the blue a creator could just be gone without the opportunity to say goodbye. The final channel that we'll be looking at today is one that I've been fascinated by for a few months now, but
Okay.
truthfully, I was concerned about discussing it on the channel,
Oh,
and I
shit.
still kind of am, so let's
What's
just
happening?
say that I'll be treading lightly with this one.
Okay.
As of recording this video, our world is still very much being ravaged by the current
What are we looking
virus.
at?
But in the very start of 2020, things were much different. The virus was centralized in China, and specifically in the city of Wuhan. At the time, it was hard to tell how bad things really were over there, and many claimed that China was censoring the truth from the public. This is something that
Obviously.
freelance journalist Li Zuoha seemed to believe, as he wanted to get the truth out about what was really happening
Got killed,
with the
didn't he?
virus. He traveled to Wuhan and began filming his experiences and posting them to YouTube, as well as on other Chinese social media sites. On YouTube, he posted his videos on a channel called Chris Lee, and in his first upload, he explains that
我的一位在主流媒体工作的朋友告诉我，现在在武汉所有的主流媒体，他们都被安排在一个现在所有关于疫情的坏消息都已经被中央收归统一的报道，而地方媒体只能报道关于
If this truly were the case, and China was censoring information, then what Li was doing was incredibly dangerous. He was actively showing and discussing the very things that China was trying to keep concealed, which means that every video he would make would put a target on his back. In his following 3 videos, Li would go on to interview some of the residents of Wuhan, as well as discussing the theory that China could be covering up the number of infections and deaths. His videos proved to be incredibly insightful thanks to the fact that here in the United States, it was difficult to find trustworthy videos and stories from the area. What Li was doing was very important, and in his eyes, he was standing up against the flawed and overbearing Chinese government. But his videos were about to catch up with him. On February 26th, an unmarked car drove alongside Li's vehicle. The passengers within the car told him to stop immediately and surrender. Feeling shocked and scared, Li instead decided to speed away because he wasn't sure who exactly these people were. As he drove off, Li would record a frantic 30-second video entitled SOS, where he briefly explained his latest encounter. At the time of him filming this video, he was actively being pursued by the unmarked car. Eventually, Li was able to make it back to his hotel, where he immediately started live streaming. The stream lasted over 3 hours, with most of it taking place with the lights off and in silence, in order for Li to avoid detection. Throughout the video, multiple police officers knocked on his door to see if Li was in there.
Jesus.
After roughly 3 hours and 45 minutes, Li finally opened the door and surrendered. He was arrested that night and taken away. Months would go by without any word from Li. Some speculated that the government had killed him for speaking out against them,
I'm not
while others
surprised.
assumed that he was locked in prison. No matter what you believe, it is still incredibly concerning.
Oh,
A
he's
man
still
arrested for trying
news?
to share the truth and to warn the world on what was to come. And with Li's disappearance, this channel has truly become a mystery. But Li would post one more video, a video that would prove to be the most mysterious yet. Over 2 months after Li's apparent arrest, he posted a 6-minute video. Here is a brief excerpt.
开门之后，他们进来了，向我表明了他们的身份，他们是公安。在整个过程中，警察文明执法，保证了我的休息时间和饮食，对我也很关心。感谢所有照顾和关心我的人，愿天佑华夏，愿世界人民团结。这些日子，无数纷乱的思绪满溢于我的脑海，有的转瞬即逝，有的只可缄默，唯独这一句不堪之论，铸印于心，不可磨灭。人心为微，道心为微，为精为一。 允直绝中。
Whoa, what? The fuck was that? In order to make the will of the people consistent with the heart of Tao and reach the state of unity of people and cosmos, the only way is concentrate all energy on the cultivation to the good nature of the heart. Do not act in the extreme, do not change fate, do not be fickle, uphold the doctrine of the golden mean of Confucian orthodoxy. What? Yo, they got to him.
2 months ago, Li was going against the government, to expose their wrongdoing of the entire situation. And suddenly, now, he was praising them and thanking them after presumably being held captive for 2 months. According to Lee, he was treated well by Chinese officials, and they were simply keeping him isolated because he had been exposed to the virus. But many have their doubts. And what could have happened?
I mean, it's
in such
obvious
a
what
short amount
happened.
of
Come
time?
on. I mean, he did the right thing, let's be honest. Like, if he didn't do the thing, it probably would have, taken him out back and put one in his head. So that's probably the right thing. He did his thing. He exposed some shit. No need to die for it. Go live your life now, buddy. You did your thing. You did the thing. Nothing
That
wrong
would
with
make
that.
Lee flip his core beliefs to the complete
Oh,
opposite
come on.
side of
Come on, he did not flip shit. It's just that, at some points you just gotta give up. He's done his thing. Okay, he did the job he went out to do. He showed stuff that no one else would show. It's okay
spectrum.
now.
Plus,
Go rest,
not to
soldier.
mention
Go
the
rest.
act that this speech he gave
No need to
was
die.
clearly scripted and well rehearsed. As I said, this is one mystery that I'll tread lightly on, but it's not hard to imagine what they might have done to Lee in that span of time. And whatever he endured to make him switch sides like this, it seems that he didn't even get the worst of it. Even before Lee had started posting his videos, another journalist by the name of Chen Qiushi had made videos exposing the wrongdoings of the Chinese government in their handling and coverage of the virus.
Oh, wait a second. Isn't this the dude that from the Count Dankula's Mad Lads, the Chinese MMA fighter? Isn't this his friend? The journalist that he disappeared, and the government said he's okay, but he's been disappeared. He hasn't been heard from in 8 months or some shit like that.
Previously, he had also been outspoken for the Hong Kong protests. He was an adamant supporter of them, which means that he was likely already on the bad side of the government. And it seems that he too may have been punished for this.
One citizen journalist documenting the outbreak in Wuhan,
I think
that's
he
the city
is.
at the center of the outbreak, has reportedly been arrested. Another has just disappeared.
On February 6th, Chen would go missing without a trace. His mother made a video pleading for information about his whereabouts. She posted it onto his channel to see if anyone could help.
之后呢，晚上7、8点钟到现在。
But her attempt proved unsuccessful. Unlike Lee, Chen has not been heard from since, and despite immense speculation on what could have happened to him, we still don't really know where
Might have
he
not
could have
agreed
gone.
to
Maybe
make the
he was
speech.
arrested, or even killed. That's as deep as I'll go on these mysteries, and for now, we're just gonna have to wait and see if any more information comes forward, and if Chen is ever heard from again. This concludes our dive into some of YouTube's darkest channels.
Yeah, that was pretty
But as I
dark.
mentioned at the start, these are just a few. Out there across our platform, there are
Oh, you can see
bound
my
to be
nipple.
more channels
Yo.
like this, just waiting to be discovered. For that reason, I'm sure that this will become an ongoing series on this channel.
Did
But for
it?
now, let's talk about something a little more upbeat. Thank you guys so much for helping me reach 100,000 subscribers.
That was cool as
I mean,
hell.
I'm so lucky to be able to share my work with this many people. And to celebrate, I want to do a Q&A. So send your questions to me on my new Twitter or Instagram.
Nick
or just
Crowley.
in the comments, and I'll answer a few from each platform. Thank you guys again for everything. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you soon.
Oh, so there is more of these. Since there is a third one, I assume there is a second one as well. Oh, maybe we'll watch more of these. The first one, I gotta be honest with you, the first one, it pissed me off. I hate people like that, but man. I want to hear from you. What do you guys think about these videos? Which one did you find the worst? And yeah, just let me know your thoughts on this video. Anyway, a quick thank you to the patrons: Pedro Martinez, Kamansko, Yun Robert, Princess, Swasteric, Fuse Chicken 53, Senior Hilter, Lemon and Moon, Eichmer, Dash Ironic. Thank you all. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Not too much though, not too much, okay, because you know. And hope to see you next time. I'll be doing a RimWorld stream in a bit. Probably this video is probably gonna be uploaded after it's finished, but you never know, you know. Anyway, I'll see you next time, buddy. Have a nice day.